I tell you, sneaky cat, mad, sneaky cat, mad.
Alright guys, so before I explain what's going on, let's go over what I've already done today. So I removed the catch can. It was actually right there, which is for sale. I'll show you it real quick. It's a Billet Technology oil catch can, the one I waited 6 months for. So I have this for sale if anyone's interested. You can pretty much use it on any Mopar, but the bracket it has is specific for the Hellcat. However, you could adapt it to work for any car. Next, I drained the ice tank because I do have someone that's interested in purchasing it. It's actually the person that bought my front wheels. So I drained that so we can get that out. And I filled these jugs up with the antifreeze so I don't have to waste any antifreeze. And now I've got the front bumper pulled off so that I can remove the ice tank lines, and then we'll get the stock intercooler pump hooked back up, and that'll get rid of our check engine light. I'm trying to think if I did anything else yet today. Oh yeah, I also took off the catless mid pipes, which are also sold. Those are over here. So these are the JBA catless mid pipes, if you're wondering, and those already sold as well. So stock catted ones going on. Mopar seat delete, I'm pretty sure is taken for. So parts are moving pretty quick off the sneaky cat. So let's explain why I'm doing this, and we'll kind of, this freaking thing in my way. We'll kind of go over what my thoughts are, why I'm doing it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I am returning my Hellcat back to stock. This car is one of the best cars I've ever owned. Now, if you don't know, I've owned 21 vehicles in my lifetime. I've been driving for, I don't know, for 12 years. So, no, 11 years. I've been driving for 11 years, about 11 years, and I've owned over 21 vehicles. I know there's people out there that have owned more, which is crazy to me because I think 21's a lot, but 21 and 2 motorcycles, I think, is what the total number is. But I've owned a lot of vehicles, and I'm known for selling them after time because I get bored with them. I want something new, I get sick of them, whatever the case may be. But this car right here is my absolute favorite car I've ever owned. I know it doesn't look like much because it's in pieces, but this car is by far the best car I've ever owned.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I've been through a lot with this car. We've done a lot of things. I've made so many good memories with it. But, and that's not to say I'm selling it, but it is going back to stock, and I'm going to daily drive it. So it's going to be back to the normal 707 crank horsepower, 650 of the wheels, whatever it is. Back to stock tires, stock brakes, stock interior. So it'll be like when I just bought it, and it won't have the power, which is totally fine with me because here's the problem is I went 9.7s here, which for a street car is pretty fast. I mean, I don't want to brag or anything. I don't like to brag. I'm just saying for a 4,000 plus pound street car to go 9.7s in 3,500 elevation on a stock blower, stock motor, stock suspension, nothing crazy done to it, just bolt-ons in the 85. I think that's pretty good. Now the problem is to take this car any faster, I've either got to spray nitrous, which I don't really want to spray nitrous on this car because I don't want to hurt the trans or hurt the motor. And that's the problem is if I want to start making more power, then you got to start worrying about what are you going to hurt. These motors are really strong and so are the transmissions. However, everything has a limit and everything has a time. So I think, you know, once you start pushing that 1,000 to the wheels, you start kind of playing with fire with the transmission. Because mine caught fire. That's not why mine caught fire, but it's kind of funny. The motors are really strong. People have made 1,400 to the wheels on them. However, the rods are the weakest link, so you may throw a rod. The blowers, they're pretty much maxed out around 1,000, and even at that, you're overspinning it. So it's really, to take this car to the next level, you're talking about, and I'm not saying you'd have to, I'm just saying this is what I would do, because people message me and they're like, oh, if you're in the East Coast or you know, better weather down south, you go 9.1s. Okay, well the cars here that are going 8s and 7s are going to go even faster up there also. So it's all relative based on where you live. So where I want to go, this isn't the right car to be fixing up. You know, one, because it's a really nice, expensive car. Why would you want to gut or take parts off or take the AC out or take the stereo out? Why would you want to do that on such a nice car? I think that's pointless. I think there's a limit you should go with this car, and I kind of reached that limit, and to go past that, I think you're kind of just spinning your wheels because you're trying to go in the 8s when you can go a lot cheaper in the 8s. Like, it's mind-boggling that people want to do that to these cars. Like, I think this, if you want a true street car that you can daily drive and run 9s in on the weekends, this is your car. However, I'm at the point where I want to go a little bit faster and I kind of want to push the envelope, and I don't think this is the right car to do it with. So, yes, eventually, I don't know when, but my plan is to pick up a project car, and I'll be daily driving this for a while. But in the meantime, I'm slowly starting to look for a project car. I need to get some funds going. But yes, I am parting out my car. Pretty much everything's taken for except like 2 or 3 things already. And it is going back to completely stock. So there'll be stock airbox, stock upper pulley, stock lower pulley, stock injectors, stock spark plug, stock thermostat. So I do have a lot of work to do on this, and I probably should do more working on it than filming. But I wanted to update you guys. I was going to kind of hold it out and, you know, make a bunch of videos on, and I'm going to still make them because I got a lot of work to do on it. But I wanted to keep you guys up to date and be transparent with you that the car is going back to stock. If you're wondering, have I thought about selling it? Yeah, I've thought about selling it, but I'm going to daily drive it for a while and just see where that takes me. And I may sell it because I may find a project car that I really want. So who knows? But for now, the car's going back to stock. I hope you guys still are interested in the channel because this channel is not just about Hellcats. However, you know, recently I've grown to get a lot of followers that enjoy Hellcats. But this channel is not just about Hellcats. This channel is about fixing up vehicles in general. If you don't know, my channel started with fixing up a Jeep, and that got me to like 2,000, 2,500 subscribers. And then I got the Hellcat, and the channel blew up, and I got the truck, and got some followers from that, and then got the other truck, and so you gain and lose followers, but I don't think you should follow someone just based off one car that they own. If you do, and you don't want to follow a channel, that's fine. But this isn't just a strictly Hellcat channel. Like, I put tons of other cars on this channel. I do reviews on this channel. Sometimes I do workout stuff on this channel. You know, it's just, sometimes I do just daily vlogs that don't even involve cars. Like, this is just a channel kind of about my life, and a lot of it revolves around cars because I have a very high interest in cars and fixing them up. So that's what it is. Hellcat's going back to stock, if you're wondering. Don't know if I'm selling it. I'm keeping it for the meantime as a daily driver because I think it's going to be an awesome daily, because they make an awesome daily. Can you daily drive 900 horsepower? Yes, absolutely, but I don't want to anymore. I want to go back to pump gas. I want to be back on stock tires. And the thing is, when you got that much horsepower, you do stupid shit like me. So but I want to go faster at the track, and so I want to get a designated project track car, which I think will be really fun and really cool for you guys to follow along with. And this will go back to stock. And that's it. So I've got a ton of work to do. So I showed you all the parts that I've taken off already. I've got to work on getting the stock intercooler pump back in, get those lines pulled, and take the ice tank out and get that shipped off. And then we just start working from there. Probably the thing after that, which is going to be a big pain in the ass, you probably can't see it, is getting the lower pulley off, getting the stock one back on, pulling these guys off, the anti-slip, the 265 upper, putting the stock one back on, and then we got to get the spark plugs out, which are a pain in the ass on these Hemis. They're way down here, and there's 16 of them, so those will be fun. I've already got the stock line back in where the catch can was. Other than that, I pretty much have all of the stock parts either on the way or present here in the garage. The only thing I'm looking for, which I shouldn't have thrown it away, but I but I threw the carpet away back here. So I've got to find that, which I found one already. People just want arm and a leg for them. I don't know why. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little update. Hopefully you stay with the channel to see where we go next. Maybe we'll get a red eye. Maybe we'll get a Viper. Maybe we'll get a Mustang or Corvette. There's so many options we'll get, but we will not get a blue F-body Trans Am with a big turbo in the front and a parachute on the back. You know what I'm saying? We will not get one of those. But yeah, I don't know what's next. I just know that I'm working on turning the car back to stock, and I'm selling off all the aftermarket parts. And this channel, we don't know where it's going, but we're gonna find out soon. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you always comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at VanV39, and we'll see you guys on the next one.